This is a presentation of Magnitude Sports. Now, the cameras are ready, the headset is on, it's game time.
All right, apologize there. I was like, hey, I don't know if the microphone's working, and it sure wasn't, so. Nobody out. Runner on first is Trinity Gregg. Got there on an infield single to short that she was able to run out the throw, and then she eventually advanced up to second on that last play. Now Sam Pesa facing a 1-ball, 1-strike count, fouls it away for 1 ball, 2 strikes. Once again, nobody out, and that has been what has happened while I was telling you about it, but nobody could hear me, so I apologize for that. Two balls, 2 strikes now to Sam Pesa. Lexi Ballgreen will be the batter on deck here for Barnesville. And check swing, confers with the umpire. Umpire nods his head. Just off camera, and that will go into the books as a strike and a strikeout. And that'll bring up, let's see here, Lexi Ballgreen. Pitch comes in as a strike to Lexi Ballgreen, and it's 0-1. So Trinity Gregg, Sam Pace, Lexi Ballgreen, batters 1, 2, and 3. Anna Stanford, Jada Bonchis, Kaylee Olson, batters 4, 5, and 6. And it's 0-2 now. And the batters 7, 8, and 9 are Kiana Amundsen, Lauren Halverson, and Katie Newell. And a ball there for 1 and 2 to Ballgreen. And a little low for another ball, and it's now 2 and 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes on the pitch. Swing and a miss, strikeout. And that is out number 2. And that brings up Anna Stanford. And if she can reach base, Jada Bonchus would be on deck. Pitch in for a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Nice breezy day here, not too hot, not too cold. It's just right. If we did every single game at this temperature with maybe a little less breeze, it would be the perfect softball conditions. One ball and 1 strike to Stanford. Mallory Leitner pitching like she was in game 1. She'll be the pitcher in game 2 here. So that pitch comes in high, and they'll double check with the umpire between second and third, and he says that she did not go on her swing, so it'll remain 2 balls and a strike. Or it'll become 2 balls and a strike. That one will be blooped out into shallow left center. Scooped up by the left fielder, Jordan Nelson, and that is good for a single. And that will score Trinity Gregg from third to make it 1-0 and an RBI single for Anna Stanford out into shallow left field. That brings up Jada Bonchus. And they got her at second. They got her stealing, and that will end the inning. So since that happened in the middle of Bonchus's at bat, it'll be Jada Bonchus, Kaylee Olsen, and Kiana Amundsen starting things off in the top of the second. But first, the Rebels are up to bat. Trojans get 1 run on 2 hits, leave 1 stranded on base on no DGF errors. We'll be back after this here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Your family, your friends, our community. At Midwest Bank of Barnesville, these cornerstones of family, friends, and community is the very heart of Midwest Bank. Whether it's help in expanding the family farm, building, remodeling, or purchasing your new home, or supporting our local schools, Midwest Bank is here because you are our family, you are our friends, and this is our community. Midwest Bank, banking your way on South Front Street, Barnesville. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Dean's Bulk Service C-Stores in Barnesville and Sabin are your stops for high-quality Arco gas and diesel fuels, plus a car wash in Barnesville. Don't forget to pick up your favorite snacks and beverages as well. Dean's Bulk Service is your preferred choice for your propane, fuel, diesel, exhaust fluid, and ISO-Clean certified lubricants for your home, farm, and business. Call them 1-800-548-2799 or visit dbsoil.com to see what they can do for you. All right, 1-0 Trojans here on the Midwest Bank scoreboard. In game 2 of the doubleheader, game 1 went to Dilworth, Glyndon, Felton by the final score of 4-2. Kaylee Olsen, your starting pitcher for Barnesville here, and the first pitch across the plate is in for strike 1 here in the bottom of the first. Once again, Barnesville getting 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. And that pitch will miss for a ball, and it levels the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. Evelyn Moe, the batter, and then we'll also see Taylor Ockery and Jenna Beeland as batters 1, 2, and 3. Here in the bottom half of the first for the This Game home team. Grounder to third, fires it over to first, and a nice throw by Amundsen to Halverson to get the 5-3 ground out. And as soon as, there we go. Had to hit an extra button there to get the out to go up. 1 away. Popped up, fouled away, and there will be no chance of a play on that one as they'll go underneath the Rebel bus. Good for a strike, 0-1. That one popped up, happened right over my head and right behind a white Pontiac. Like literally missed it by centimeters. Strike 2. The 0-2 skips off the plate for ball 1-1-2. So once again, for Barnesville out in the field, Lauren Halverson at first, Sam Pace at second, Lexi Ballgreen the shortstop, Kiana Amundsen playing third base. That one fired hard, left field, and it will drop foul. It'll remain 1-2. That was a good hard hit there and just started the swing a little bit early, and as a result, it drifted foul. And she waited a split second. It would have stayed fair and probably would have went all the way to the fence. Almost had enough pop in it to go over the fence, but so remains 1 ball, 2 strikes on the fouled away pitch here by Taylor Ockery. And now Kaylee Olson will wind up and deliver the next pitch here, and that'll go into the dirt for 2 balls and 2 strikes. No runners on, 1 away here in the bottom half of the first. The windup in the pitch, and that one popped up, fouled away, and almost got the white Pontiac a second time. If you're watching on your phone and you're the owner of that white Pontiac, I would not blame you if you wanted to move it now. My suggestion is to park far down on the right base line. It's a statistical known fact, I guess is the word to use, is that of every play that could possibly happen in a baseball or softball game, the least percentage chance part of the field that the ball is going to go to is right field. So if you park your car down the first base line, you'll be good. That one will sneak by the third baseman and shortstop into left field. Good for a base hit to put a runner on. The outfield for Barnesville, Katie Newell in left, Anna Stanford in center. And almost a diving attempt there by Halverson. They'll get the tag out at second for the second out. So Taylor Ockery is out. And Beeland is on with a base hit. So you don't charge an error to a player that's diving. And it snowballs in a strike now here to Skylar Spezzard. So runner on first is Jenna Beeland, as the other runner was tagged out for the second out of the inning, and now an 0-1 pitch. Right back there to Kaylee Olson, knocks it down, and it's off the glove of Halverson. That's going to go into the books as an error on the pitcher. And Spezzard will advance to second on the throw. Any throw that would, in theory, go into the dugout, even though there's a fence, is an automatic extra base for the runner. So now we have second and third with 2 outs. That error will be on the pitcher on the throw there. It's off target, nothing Halverson could do about it. And all right, so we got Jenna Beeland on third, Skylar Spezzard on second, and Sydney Spezzard the batter now. And Spezzard will ground that one into the glove of Amundsen. She'll fire it over to Halverson for the 5-3 and the final out, and they strand 2 on base. And they hang on to the 1-0 lead, even though the Rebels put 2 in scoring position. And we'll return with the second inning of play right after this here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. 1-0 Barnesville here on the Midwest Bank scoreboard as we move into the second inning of play. And to start the second inning, it'll be batters 5, 6, and 7 for the Rebels, and or for the Trojans, excuse me. And that would be Jada Bonchis, Kaylee Olson, and Kiana Amundsen. We didn't get a chance to go around the bases for the Rebels in the top half of the first. We'll do that right now. Mallory Leitner, your starting pitcher. She pitched in game 1 as well. Skylar Spezzer behind the plate catching. Jenna Beeland at first, Michaela Beeland at second, Evelyn Moe at shortstop, Sydney Spezzard at third, and then in the outfield you got Jordan Nelson in left, Michaela Winter in right, and Taylor Ockery in straightaway center field. And that's how the Rebels will set up defensively here in game number 2. And Jada Boncha steps up to the plate. She ended the first inning on her at-bat when her teammate got tagged out trying to steal second. And backpedaling there is the shortstop, Evelyn Moe, to make the grab for out number 1. And now it'll be an opportunity here for Kaylee Olson. And the pitch to Olson will hit the taped part of the handle of the bat back into the backstop foul for a strike on 1. One away, Kiana Amundsen on deck. Kaylee Olson the batter, and she'll smack that right back to Leitner. Picks it up, throws over to Beeland, and the junior to senior connection records out number 2 here for the Trojans, and that brings up Kiana Amundsen. Update from Fargo Davies, or from Cheyenne, I should say. They have a 21-4 lead over Fargo Davies in the 4th inning of play right now. That one will likely end in the 5th, but they got to play at least 5. So if you're not familiar, the North Dakota High School Activities Association dropped the 15 runs in 3 innings rule the year prior to the COVID vacation. And now every team plays 5 regardless of the score, which is good from a player's perspective to give you experience, bad from a broadcaster's experience, because you got to sit here for like 2.5 hours on a 5-inning game. So, but I will sit here for as many 2.5-hour, 5-inning games as I have to, if that means younger players get experience. So, as much as I may dislike that, it's a positive overall. And that strikeout will end the first inning of play. Due up here for the Rebels. Batters 6, 7, and 8. Michaela Winter, Mallory Leitner, and Natalie Lindman, the 8th grader, will step into the lineup in the number 8 spot. The lone change in the lineup for the Rebels from game 1. And we'll be back after this here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Davies working left to right. They set up Van Dam with the 2-hand slam off the alley-oop. Give the assist to Cole Haynes.
Did you miss any part of this live game broadcast? Not to worry. Magnitude's DVR feature puts instant replay instantly into your hands. Revisit a big player score, watch a delayed version of this game, and then click live at any time to return to the live broadcast. Now you don't have to miss the game-winning buzzer beater, your son's 79-yard touchdown run, or your daughter's set-sealing ace serve. Thanks for watching Magnitude Sports.
Outside Satter. Step back 3, number 12. He got it! 7 in the first half and 5 so far here in the second half. All right, welcome back. It is now the bottom of the second inning. It's Michaela Winter, Mallory Leitner, and Natalie Lindman due up for the Rebels here in the bottom half of the second. Barnesville hanging on to a 1-0 lead here on the Midwest Bank scoreboard. Both teams have 2 hits, so let's go ahead and give DGF a second hit there. And the Trojans have 1 error committed. So let's go ahead and put an error on the board there. Now everything is how it should be. And now it's a no balls and 1 strike here as we start the bottom of the second to the batter, Michaela Winter. And the pitch, and that one smacked, 2-hopper to Ball Green, fires it over to Halverson, 6-3 on the ground out for out number 1. So ground out to short. That brings up Mallory Leitner. In the first game, went 2 for 3. A single to left, a double to deep left, and then a pop out to the shortstop. And this one, a little low line drive past the pitcher, but it'll be picked up there by Pesa, firing it over to Halverson for out number 2 on the 4-3 ground out. It was just out of the reach of a stretching Kaylee Olson, stretching to her left there to try and snag that line drive that went right back to her. And now Natalie Lindman, the 8th grader, steps up to the plate here. She's batter number 8 in the lineup, and once again, that is the lone change in the lineup from game 1 here for the Rebels. She is the designated player. This is a DGF dugout, uses the chain link fence to, quote, cheer on their teammate. Our microphone not directly on that chain link fence, but it is close to it. 1 ball, 1 strike. And that one grounded, picked up there by Amundsen. And it's a 5-3 for out number 3. And that ends the second inning of play rather quickly here for Barnesville. 2 down and at least 3 to go. Conference games are 7. We'll see if this one is 5 or 7. The weather might play a factor in it too, as it's starting to drizzle again here in Barnesville. So we'll see what happens. But first, the 3rd inning is next here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. The Purple Goose Eatery and Drinkery, located at 310 Front Street South in Barnesville, open every day from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., 7 days a week. Burgers, salad, pizzas, sandwiches, they got you covered. Daily specials on all food and beverage items on the menu as well. They're located, once again, 310 South Front Street, Barnesville, 2 blocks from Barnesville Senior High School. Order online, purplegoose2go.com, or text your order to 218-321-1963.
You can capture the moments and memories of this game and all of our past sports broadcasts on DVD. It makes a great gift for a parent, relative, son, or daughter. Please allow 1 to 2 weeks for standard delivery. Place your order now, quickly and easily at msportsnet.com/DVD.
All right, welcome back. We'll go to the top of the 3rd now here. So we're approximately 21 minutes into the ball game. Lauren Halverson. Swing and a miss for a strike. 0-1. We also see Katie Newell and Trinity Gregg, batters 8, 9, and 1 in the lineup. Seems to be a habit that Barnesville gets stuck on the 8, 9, and 1 turn of the lineup here every 2 innings of play approximately. Fouls it away for strike 2 in the same pattern from game 1, where she would foul the first 2 away for a couple of strikes and then dig herself that 0-2 hole, maybe get a ball or 2, but eventually strike out. And that one will come in low for a ball. Third base coach impressed with the batter's eye there on Halverson on that particular pitch. And the 1 ball, 2 strike pitch. Oh, it was up high and she went through at the swing, and that'll be a strikeout. Katie Newell will step up to the plate next here for the Barnesville Trojans. And that one will go foul off the bat and good for a strike, 0-1.
There you go, Katie. Good adjustment there. Good eye.
And that one comes in low for a ball, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike now to Katie Newell. A couple of singles out into left field in the last game. And that one, or no, I'm sorry, I'm 1 ahead in my batting lineup here. It's Trinity Gregg who had a couple singles to left in the last game, but she has had a couple singles to left in her games on Magnitude this season. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. to Newell. 30 pitches for Leitner, 20 strikes, 10 balls, according to my numbers unofficially. Here's pitch 31 on the 2-2, and that one popped up, and an underhand grab there by Spezard, the third baseman, for the first out. So a new batter now is Trinity Gregg, and Gregg will one-hop that, or maybe a roller, more correctly stated, to Beeland at second, who throws it over to Beeland at first for the third out. And that will bring up the Rebels as we head to the bottom of the third. Gregg grounds out on a 4-3, due up for the Rebels, 9-1-2. Beeland, Moe, and Ockrey when we return after this here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. It's 1-0 Barnesville on the Midwest Bank scoreboard. Back in a moment.
Your family, your friends, our community. At Midwest Bank of Barnesville, these cornerstones of family, friends, and community is the very heart of Midwest Bank. Whether it's help in expanding the family farm, building, remodeling, or purchasing your new home, or supporting our local schools, Midwest Bank is here because you are our family, you are our friends, and this is our community. Midwest Bank, banking your way on South Front Street, Barnesville. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
All right, well, we're cruising right along here in game number 2. It's already the bottom of the third, and we're just 25 minutes into the ball game. And it's a 1-0 lead here as the rain starts to come down a little bit more heavier. Or quicker is probably the better way to say it. Quicker with bigger droplets. Might not be distinguishable enough on camera, but trust me, it's raining right now. Michaela Beeland, the 8th grader, will lead things off. Batter number 9 in the lineup, and then you got Evelyn Moe and Taylor Ockrey that will see this inning as well. As more and more rain starts to fall here at Blue Eagle Field in Barnesville, you might be able to hear the rain on our crowd mic now. And a pitch will come in for a 2 balls, no strike count. And that'll come in for a strike, and it's 2-1. And the pitch. And a little grounder down third. Racing up is Amundsen, firing it over, but not in time. So it'll be an infield hit here for Beeland as she'll run out the attempted 5-3 throw out. That brings up Evelyn Moe. Pitch comes across for a ball, 1-0 the count. It's got some dark clouds immediately over the field here. Like, you go to the outfield and there's probably no dark clouds, so somebody's mad at somebody. Somebody did something wrong. I don't think it was me. I think I've been good the last couple days, so. Snap throw up to first, but Beeland will stay there on time as the rain continues to come down even more harder every couple of minutes. There's no more dust on my laptop here. That one will come across as a strike. And we are going to go to the live camera with no scoreboard here. And I'm going to zoom out as much as I can. And we're going to set up the, well, I'll just stay here for at least this play. And as soon as I plan to do that, it stops. So we'll stay right here. So runners on first and second now And the new batter is Taylor Ockery. And Ockery showing bunt, pulls it back, and Bonchus will run the ball all the way back up to Olson to make sure the runners stay at first and second. So single out into left center. And now a drop third strike and a throw up to first, and it's actually just a drop second strike. So runners will go all the way back to where they were at. So that allows me to say what I was about to say before that happened, and that's Michaela Beeland, the runner on second, Evelyn Moe, the runner on first, Taylor Ockery, the batter, facing 1 ball and 1 strike. And the pitch and the bunt and the foul and 2 strikes. And now the runners will go back to their original bases. It is 1 ball and 2 strikes, I believe. According to the scoreboard in the outfield, it's 1 and 2. And the pitch, and that one hit high to left, and it will go foul. Had that stayed fair, it would have been a 3-run homer. There's no doubt about it. So runners on first and second. Michaela Beeland on second, Evelyn Moe on first. Ockery with the batter, and that one popped up, and a chance for the shortstop, Lexi Ballgreen, to make the grab. So pop out to short, as the rain has let up here at Blue Eagle Field, so it's just a short shower system rolling through here. That one comes in for a strike, and that is strike 1 to the batter, and that is, let me update my scorebook here. It's Jenna Beeland, the batter. And the pitch. Got the outside edge for a strike, and it's 0-2. And that one will miss for a ball, and it's 1 and 2. And the 1-2 is up high for 2 balls and 2 strikes. That one, hard hit out into center field. It'll drop. And rounding third is Michaela Beeland. Also rounding third is Evelyn Moe, and it's going to be a 2-run single. Or 2-run double, excuse me, for Jenna Beeland. That brings up Skylar Spesgard. And our scoreboard is not working now, and hopefully it's not rain related. It should be 2-1 in favor of the Rebels here, but I can't seem to operate my keyboards. There we go, we got it fixed. So We'll do the best we can here. 2-1 the score, and it is 1 ball, 2 strikes here in the bottom of the third. And now the runners on first and second with that walk there to Skylar Spezzard. That brings up Sydney Spezzard, who grounded out on her last at-bat. There's one away here in the bottom half of the second. New batter, and let's see. Okay, looks like everything's set up now.
Hey, Grown, gotta go, Jen. Grown, gotta go. Freeze line drive, okay?
And that one will hit her, and that will load the bases. Michaela Winters, the next batter. One away, and the base is loaded here for DGF, leading 2-1 over Barnesville here on the Midwest Bank scoreboard. Scored both of the runs so far here in the bottom of the third. So the Trojans will be looking for a couple of outs, if not a double play here, to see if they can get out of this bases loaded jam. Pitch is just a little high for a ball, 1-0. There we go. Now my buttons are working again. Just need to dry it off a little bit. Usually on my monitor I had full screen, but I didn't have a mouse to make it full screen for a few minutes there. 2 balls and no strikes now. Here to Michaela Winter, the batter. And that one right back home for the force out, up to third save, or up to first save. So they get the out at home, and that will end the, or did they get him out at first? They did get him out at first, so it's a double play, and that will end the inning. So they did get the double play that we were looking for, or that the Trojan fans were looking for, to clarify my wording there. And it is now 2-1 in favor of DGF here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Be right back.
Your family, your friends, our community. At Midwest Bank of Barnesville, these cornerstones of family, friends, and community is the very heart of Midwest Bank. Whether it's help in expanding the family farm, building, remodeling, or purchasing your new home, or supporting our local schools, Midwest Bank is here because you are our family, you are our friends, and this is our community. Midwest Bank, banking your way on South Front Street, Barnesville. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
You can capture the moments and memories of this game and all of our past sports broadcasts on DVD. It makes a great gift for a parent, relative, son, or daughter. Please allow 1 to 2 weeks for standard delivery. Place your order now, quickly and easily at msportsnet.com/DVD.
All right, welcome back. DGF Rebels have a 2-1 lead over the Barnesville Trojans here on the Midwest Bank scoreboard as we head to the top of the 4th inning. Barnesville will be batting the 2, 3, and 4 portion of its lineup. That includes Sam Pesa, Lexi Ballgreen, and Anna Stanford. 2, 3, and 4, jersey numbers 5, 3, and 4. If Pesa would have taken jersey number 2, that would have been kind of a cool way to set up your lineup by matching it with jersey numbers, but it's all good. Top of the 4th, once again, we're about 37 minutes into this ball game now. Make it 38 as the clock just ticks over. Pesa struck out swinging last time she was at the plate. All right, and we're ready to go here in the top of the 4th. And on the inside edge for a strike, 0-1. Nice pitch there by Mallory Leitner. 0-1 in the delivery. Swing and a miss, 0-2. 34 pitches for Leitner. 24 of them have been recorded as strikes. What's going to strike is anything that's not a ball. It could be a hit, a fouled away pitch, a home run. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Up high, levels the count at 2-2. Swing and a miss for a strikeout. That's out number 1 of the inning, and that brings up Lexi Ballgreen, who also struck out swinging last time she was at the plate. And the pitch, swing and a miss for strike 1. And that will come in for a ball. I was waiting for a delayed strike call there from our umpire, but looked like it must have missed the strike zone. There's a swing and a miss for strike 2, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes to Lexi Ballgreen with Anna Stanford on deck. And the 1-2 skips off the dirt for a ball, and it's 2-2. And a strikeout for out number 2. So now it's up to Anna Stanford to keep their inning going here for Barnesville. She singled out into left field on her last trip to the plate. We'll see if she can do it again. Low for a ball, 1-0. That one hit right towards the shortstop Mo, and she'll fire it over in the stretch and gets the 6-3 ground out to end the inning. So we go now to the bottom of 4. And due up for the Rebels is the bottom portion of the lineup. 7, 8, 9, Mallory Leitner, Natalie Lindman, and Michaela Beeland. When we return after this here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network, be right back. The Purple Goose Eatery and Drinkery, located at 310 Front Street South in Barnesville, open every day from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., 7 days a week. Burgers, salad, pizzas, sandwiches, they got you covered. Daily specials on all food and beverage items on the menu as well. They're located, once again, 310 South Front Street, Barnesville, 2 blocks from Barnesville Senior High School. Order online, purplegoose2go.com, or text your order to 218-321-1963. All right, bottom of 4. Still a 2-1 lead here for the Rebels on the Midwest Bank scoreboard. Broadcast coverage also brought to you by Dean's Bulk Service, the Pitchfork in Barnesville, Purple Goose Eatery and Drinkery, as well as our friend Dr. Tiffany Johnson at Healing Touch Chiropractic and Essentia Health. As we move to the bottom of the 4th, Kaylee Olson will toss pitch 34 to Mallory Leitner, who grounded out to Sam Pace at second on her last at bat. And this is good for ball 1. 1-0 the count. And the pitch, and that misses outside for ball 2. Got it in there for a strike. A nice rise ball there that almost had Leitner swinging. And those rise balls can be mind tricking for the batter too. Three balls and 1 strike to Leitner, who grounded out to the second baseman her last at bat. And the 3-1 delivery. In for a strike 2. And now it's a full count. with Natalie Lindman on deck. We'll also see Michaela Beeland this inning as well, with nobody out yet. And the payoff, up high and a walk. That'll bring up Natalie Lindman, who grounded out to Amundsen at third on her last at plate. Trip to the plate. That one comes in for a strike at knee level, 0-1. Nicely thrown pitch there by Kaylee Olson. And swing and a miss for strike two. So 2 quick strikes here from Olson to Lindman. And we'll see if she can get one more or not. And this will be grounded to third. Picked up, throw to second. Now the throw to first, not in time, but they will get the force out on Leitner, but Lindman will reach on a fielder's choice. So we'll have a courtesy runner here for Lindman, and that courtesy runner will be number 9, Jordan Nelson. So Jordan Nelson is a junior. She'll take over the running responsibilities on first. Michaela Beeland, the batter, showing bunt off the skims it off the bottom of the bat, foul for a strike, 0-1. And the 0-1, and that one bunted right down the first base line, picked up, thrown over, and dropped. Now advancing to third is Nelson, and they will send her home. And the ball will roll into the glove of Katie Newell, who comes in all the way from left field down the third base line. And nice hustle there by the left fielder, but probably somebody on the infield probably should have been on that particular play. So the coach might look at video on that one and say, what could we have done differently on that particular play? So it's now 3-1 as the run scores, and that one going into center field. Rounding third is checked at the courtesy runner, and in at second, safe, and now it is 4-1. So Nelson on check that. Beeland on a double scores and now advances, or check that. We got, okay, I'm a batter behind myself. It's Evelyn Moe who scores now. Steals second, scores on the error. And we'll have a conference here in the circle for Barnesville. So we'll update our stat book here at the last couple of plays, make sure everything is okay, so the bases aren't empty now. And that one's going into the gap in left center, and it'll roll all the way to the wall. And that's good for a double. Jenna Beeland with a hit to left field. And through the legs of Newell and a roll all the way to the fence. Rounding third is Taylor Ockery to score to make it 6-1. And we'll have another visit to the circle here. So Jenna Beeland, the runner on second. And it looks like we have a new pitcher here for Barnesville, and it appears to be Trinity Gregg again. And it is indeed Trinity Gregg, and that will move Newell out into, or Olsen out into right field. So Olsen's day comes to an end with 47 pitches. And Trinity Gregg will come back in, who had over 100 in the first game. And I'm trying to find her in my roster here. There she is. So the first batter in game 2 that Gregg will face is Skylar Spezzard, the sophomore, with her team down 6-1 here now. With 4 of those 6 runs coming here in the bottom of the 4th. So we hit the 51-minute mark of the ball game, and the first pitch from Gregg is in for strike 1 on Spezzard. Once again, Jenna Beeland, the runner on second here for DGF, and now she'll advance to third here on a pass ball. So it's a strike and a ball, 1-1 the count here to Skylar Spezzard. And the pitch, and that's grounded towards third, and it will bounce off her glove, and it didn't go deep enough, so Beeland will stay at third, and they'll put runners on the corners now. And we have a courtesy number. I believe it was number 8, and if it is number 8, that is Lexi Fromke, if I'm saying that correctly, 7th grader. And if it's not number 8, we'll find out soon. Pitch high for a ball. Wind up in the pitch, up high. Runner takes off for second. Now swing and a miss for a strike. 2-1. Spezzard is the batter for Sydney Spezzard. And that one misses low, and it is indeed Fromke on second. So just got a glimpse of her jersey number. 3 balls and a strike here to Sydney Spezzard. And the 3-1 pitch. Missed it for a ball, and the bases are loaded. Michaela Winter 0 for 2 with 2 groundouts. 1 to short, 1 to the pitcher. In that order on her 2 plate appearances here in game number 2. With 1 out now here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a miss for a strike, 0-1. And that one knocked down, throw back home, out at home, and the throw out to first, not in time, but they get the out that matters the most in that scenario, and they'll get Beeland on the force out, so Winter will reach on a fielder's choice. And a 5-2 on the throw out, on the force out throw out at home. And that advances Fromke to third, Spezzer to second, puts Michaela Winter on first with the fielder's choice, and brings up Mallory Leitner, the junior, batter number 7 in the lineup here for the Rebels. And the pitch a little high to the outside, or was, yes, for a ball, 1-0. So the bases remain loaded here with 2 away now in the bottom half of the 4th, and the pitch up high for another ball, and it's 2-0. And that one hit up high, right field. Drifting back there is Kaylee Olson to make the catch, and that retires the Rebels. They leave the bases loaded, but they get just as many across the plate. They now have a 6-1 lead over Barnesville here as we head into the top of the 5th after this break here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Your family, your friends, our community. At Midwest Bank of Barnesville, these cornerstones of family, friends, and community is the very heart of Midwest Bank. Whether it's help in expanding the family farm, building, remodeling, or purchasing your new home, or supporting our local schools, Midwest Bank is here because you are our family, you are our friends, and this is our community. Midwest Bank, banking your way on South Front Street, Barnesville. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Magnitude Sports would like to remind you that whether you're watching from home or watching from the stands, to please respect officials. Without high school officials, games are canceled and players lose playing time. Contact your local high school to find out how you can become an official and stay connected to the game you love.
All right, welcome back. We head now to the top of the 5th inning as our table and equipment have dried out from that rainstorm we had a couple innings ago. And there's no sun. There's still clouds up there, and it's still kind of a grayish, dark atmosphere here at Blue Eagle Field in Barnesville. But I'm not complaining about the temperature either. Matter of fact, when we started this game, we were at 68 degrees. And the current temperature here in Barnesville is now 67 degrees. So under a partly cloudy sky, giving us a 20% chance of rain. Jada Bonchis, the first batter, and grounds one into left field for a single. So Bonchis will single to left, and we'll get a courtesy runner for Bonchis at first. And that'll be Paige Broughton, the freshman, will take over the running responsibilities for Bonchis on first. And now this is Kaylee Olson, 0 for 1 with a ground out back to the pitcher on her last trip to the plate. On deck is Kiana Amundsen. And that one picked up there by Moe. Throw to second for the force out on Broughton, but that will put Olson on with a fielder's choice. So 6-4 throw out on the force out at second. And then Kaylee Olson reaches first on the fielder's choice. And that brings up Kiana Amundsen with 1 away here in the top half of the 5th. And the first pitch comes across for a ball. Now that our mouse works again after it's dried up, we can add the hits that we missed. So the Rebels 6 runs on 9 hits. They've left 7 on base. Barnesville 1 run on 3 hits. They have committed 2 errors and have left 0 on base so far. And it's 1 ball, 1 strike to Kiana Amundsen, who struck out swinging last time she was at the plate. And the 1-1 pitch. Bunted fair, third base line. Spezzard picks it up, fires it up to first, and she's out, I believe. Yep, she is. That's 2 away now. That'll advance Kaylee Olson up to second. So it's a 5-3 on the ground out that advances Olson to second and brings up Lauren Halverson to the plate. And that one, a nice running grab there by Evelyn Moe on the hit that was intended to go out in the left field. And Evelyn Moe says, no, not this time around. So it remains 6-1 as we head to the bottom of the 5th. And we'll be back in a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. The Purple Goose Eatery and Drinkery, located at 310 Front Street South in Barnesville, open every day from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., 7 days a week. Burgers, salad, pizzas, sandwiches, they got you covered. Daily specials on all food and beverage items on the menu as well. They're located, once again, 310 South Front Street, Barnesville, 2 blocks from Barnesville Senior High School. Order online, purplegoose2go.com, or text your order to 218-321-1963. All right, welcome back. 6-1 here in favor of Barnesville, or in favor of DGF, excuse me. 2 in the bottom of the 3rd and 4 in the bottom of the 4th to account for the 6 runs for the Rebels. And the lone run for Barnesville scored in the top of the 1st. Now we go to the bottom of the 5th. And it's Natalie Lindman, the 8th grader, leading things off here for the Rebels. Grounded out to 3rd and then reached base on a fielder's choice on her last at bat. That pitch comes in for strike 1 from Trinity Gregg. Gregg with 14 pitches now, 7 balls and 7 strikes, and make that 8 balls and 7 strikes. And that's a 1-1 count here to Lindman. And the pitch, swing and a miss for a strike. 1-2. That one just missed a little high to the outside to even up the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. And that one hit out into right field over Sam Pesa. She jumped up, but didn't quite have the elevation and the height on the jump that she needed to keep that from going into the outfield. Goes into the books as a hit and a single. And we'll have another courtesy runner here for Lindman. Michaela Beelan, the batter. I didn't quite see who snuck in there for the courtesy runner, but we'll find out as soon as possible here for you. Jordan Nelson is the courtesy runner on first. And if they get to the 8th batter in the lineup again, and Trinity Gregg will pop that one up, throw it back over to first, but head first slide, Nelson will go to second on an error, and now they'll send her over to 3rd. And the throw to 3rd is close, but not there, and it'll ricochet off the glove of Amundsen, and runner on 3rd now. That one out into right field. That'll be a base hit, and that will score Nelson from third to make it 7-1. That one, center field. Nice grab there by Stanford for the second out. And that should bring up, let's see here. And a throw out to second, not in time. Runner will take the base. This is Jenna Beeland, the batter. 2 balls and no strikes. And the runner on second is Evelyn Moe. And that comes in for a strike. And that one popped up. Felton stays in fair territory, and that will end the 5th. So they get one more to push it to a 7-1 lead as we head to the 6th inning now, and the Barnesville Trojans with some work to do. When we return after this here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network, be right back.
While the scoreboard reveals the winner of an athletic contest, the real winners are the players, coaches, and fans who show good sportsmanship. Those who treat the game as a competition, show concern for an injured player, and accept all decisions from game officials. Please remember to be a good sport when attending a high school game. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
All right, welcome back. Top of the 6th inning, and the Trojans find themselves down 6. 7-1 here on the Midwest Bank scoreboard to the DGF Rebels, who are being represented as the home team here in Game 2 of the doubleheader. And the Rebels will talk things over here to start the top of the 6th. They will face the last and first 2 of the batting order, 9, 1, and 2. Newell, Gregg, and Pesa in that order, pending changes, but I would suspect we won't have any changes, but you never know. 1 hour and 7 minutes, time of the ball game so far. And for the most part, everything is dried up here from that rainstorm we had in I believe it was the 3rd inning. And a quick 4-3, Beeland to Beeland on the ground out by Newell. And that is 1 away. Trinity Gregg, top of the order here for Barnesville. 1 for 2 with an infield single to the shortstop that she was able to run out the throw on the hopeful 6-3 ground out for the DGF Rebels. And that one over the head of Moe into left field for a single. And then she grounded out on a 4-3, and now she just got that single. Sam Pesa, the batter now. And a nice swing by Pesa. Finds the gap in left center. Rounding third is Trinity Gregg, and she will score. And a close call at second there as Pesa stepped off the bag, but it will be an RBI double for Sam Pesa. She finds the gap into left center, and that puts a run on the board here for the Trojans in the top half of the 6th. Lexi Ballgreen will step up to the plate now. 7-2 is our score on the Midwest Bank scoreboard, and the runner on second is Sam Pesa. Swing and a miss as the pitch went over the bat, 0-1. And a fastball hit over the head, picked up by Mole and fired over to first for the 6-3. So she got it over the head of Leitner, but not past Mole, and that'll result in out number 2 and keep Pace on second on a 6-3 ground out. And now it is last chance here for Barnesville, as it'll be Anna Stanford to the plate. Takes the first pitch for a ball, and it's 1-0. And the 1-0 pitch in for a strike to level the count at 1-1. So we reach 1 hour, 10 minutes time of the game so far.
Hey, Chu. Hey, ground ball short, you don't got to go. Just like last time, right? Don't run yourself into something. Yes, good hold.
2 balls and a strike now. Single and a ground out in game 2 here for Stanford. The single went to right field, and now it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch, swing and a miss for a strikeout, and that will end the 6th, and they will strand Pace on second, or the top half of the 6th, I should say. And we'll go now to the bottom of the 6th, and due up for the Rebels is 4, 5, and 6. Skylar Spezzard, Sydney Spezzard, and Michaela Winter. When we return after this, Trinity Gregg will toss pitch 22 when we return in a moment here on Magnitude. Be right back. Dean's Bulk Service C-Stores in Barnesville and Sabin are your stops for high-quality Arco gas and diesel fuels, plus a car wash in Barnesville. Don't forget to pick up your favorite snacks and beverages as well. Dean's Bulk Service is your preferred choice for your propane, fuel, diesel, exhaust fluid, and ISOClean certified lubricants for your home, farm, and business. Call them 1-800-548-2799 or visit dbsoil.com to see what they can do for you. All right, welcome back. 7-2 and a 5-run lead here for the Rebels over the Trojans on the Midwest Bank scoreboard as we crawl our way into the bottom of the 6th here at Blue Eagle Field in Barnesville. Trojans getting 1 in the top of the 1st and 1 in the top of the 6th for their 2. They have 2 runs on 5 hits, and they've committed 2 errors. They've left 2 on base, while the Rebels have 7 runs on 12 hits and no errors, and they have left a total of 8 on base in this game so far. As we go now to the bottom of the 6th, and it's 1 ball, no strike to the batter, Skylar Spezzard. And Spezzard will take the 1-0 up high to the outside, 2-0. Spezzard 0 for 2, reach base on an error, then walk, then reach base on an error again. And this one smacked right down the middle of the street into center field, and good for a base hit and a single. Puts a runner on, and that brings up Sydney Spezzard. Stanford in center field didn't have to move. That one count was coming right to her. A short pause here so Spezzard can tie her shoe. Once again, broadcast coverage brought to you by our friends at Midwest Bank, Dean's Bulk Service, the Pitchfork in Barnesville, Dr. Tiffany Johnson at Healing Touch Chiropractic, Essentia Health, and the Purple Goose Eatery and Drinkery in 301 Front Street South in Barnesville. Certainly appreciate their support. Without it, we won't be able to do these games. And with as many games as we've had to do now here on Magnitude due to just the amount of equipment and what we're allowed and able to do due to the fact everybody wants us to do their games with COVID and everything. We appreciate the parent volunteers who, when we go over a monthly data limit, they'll pitch in an iPad or a phone or a jetpack to help us with the internet when we've run out of our, quote, unlimited internet. So, you know, don't be fooled by those unlimited plans. They're not truly unlimited, folks. 2 balls, 1 strike. A little blooper out into center. And the throw back to second in time for the out. So Spezzard will reach on a, ironic to say, fielder's choice to center. And then the force out at second on Skylar Spezzard puts 2 outs on the board. We'll have a courtesy runner for Sydney Spezzard, and that will be Ellie Boyd, number 11. She's a 7th grader who gets some JV time. And now the batter is Michaela Winter, 0 for 3, a ground out to short, a ground out to the pitcher, and then reach base on a fielder's choice on her last at bat. And the pitch, nice hit, straightaway center, going deep, and it's the fence. It's still in play. It was about 3 inches shy from being a 2-run homer. Instead, it'll be an RBI triple, or no, check that. It'll be no RBI. It'll be a double that advances Boyd to third. Brings up Mallory Leitner. And I'll come in for a strike. 2 away, and on deck here is Jordan Nelson. And the pitch. Missed it for a ball, and it is 1 ball, 1 strike. Scoreboard showing 1 out, and that's what I got in my scorebook too. So 1 out. 2-1 now. Yeah, swing and a miss on a rise ball that probably would have been ball 3 had she not taken the swing, but instead it's 2-2. And that one pops straight up and over the Barnesville bench. It'll remain 2-2 as a result. And that one hit out into center field. 1 hopper picked up there by Stanford. And they throw to home. Will strand Winter at third, but it will score Ellie Boyd to make the score 8-2. That brings up Jordan Nelson, taking over the number 8 spot for Natalie Lindman. As Lindman already got her 1 re-entry into the game, so she cannot re-enter a second time according to the rules. And that one is high for a ball, and it's 1-0. So second and third, check that, a courtesy runner for Leitner on second, and then Michaela Winter on third. And the Rebels leading 8-2. And the pitch misses, yes, to the outside. 2 balls, no strikes. To the junior Jordan Nelson. This next pitch will be pitch 30 for Gregg. She came in a couple innings ago to replace Kaylee Olson, who's now playing out in right field. 3-ball count. And she'll probably take this one here. It'll be a 4-pitch walk. And now we'll load the bases for DGF. First, second, and third for Michaela Beeland, who's 2 for 3. A single to shallow left center. Another single, a little blooper down the third base line that she was able to run out. Then a ground out, and now it'll drop for a hit. And Winter will score from third. And the bases will remain loaded on an RBI single to center for Beeland. And now Evelyn Moe, who made a fantastic grab a couple innings ago at the shortstop position to catch a hit that was off the bat of Lauren Halverson and going to left field. This one's going deep to center, and it's a ground rule double as it'll bounce over the fence, and all the runners will be allowed to advance 2. So that's going to score both Leitner and Jordan Nelson, and the ground rule double will make it 11-2. And that will open up first base and leave runners on second and third. So Evelyn Moe goes deep to center. Hits a ground rule double as it bounces over the center field fence. And that one will find its way to left. Rounding third there is Evelyn Moe from second. 2 more runs will score on a 2-run single by Taylor Ockery, who was 3 for 4 and is now 4 for 5. And that'll do it. So 13-2 via the 10-run rule. The Rebels will take out the Trojans here in game 2 by the final of 13-2. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll come back with a post-game show and wrap it up here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Your family, your friends, our community. At Midwest Bank of Barnesville, these cornerstones of family, friends, and community is the very heart of Midwest Bank. Whether it's help in expanding the family farm, building, remodeling, or purchasing your new home, or supporting our local schools, Midwest Bank is here because you are our family, you are our friends, and this is our community. Midwest Bank, banking your way on South Front Street, Barnesville. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Dean's Bulk Service C-Stores in Barnesville and Sabin are your stops for high-quality Arco gas and diesel fuels, plus a car wash in Barnesville. Don't forget to pick up your favorite snacks and beverages as well. Dean's Bulk Service is your preferred choice for your propane, fuel, diesel, exhaust fluid, and ISO-Clean certified lubricants for your home, farm, and business. Call them 1-800-548-2799 or visit dbsoil.com to see what they can do for you. Dean's Bulk Service C-Stores in Barnesville and Sabin are your stops for high-quality Arco gas. right, welcome back. DGF Rebels take 2 from the Trojans here in a doubleheader at Blue Eagle Field in Barnesville. They take the first game 4-2, and they have an explosive last couple of innings last inning, I guess you could say. 6 runs in the bottom of the 6th to take a 13-2 win via the 10-run rule, and that will be your final score. There's the Dilworth Glyndon Felton Rebels win it 13-2 over the Barnesville Trojans. Game 1, it was scoreless until the 3rd inning of play when the Rebels would get on the board with 2. Barnesville would answer with 1 in the bottom of the 3rd and 1 in the bottom of the 4th to tie the game up at 2-2 through 4 innings of play. Neither team would score in the 4th. Rebels would get 1 in the 6th and 1 in the 7th to take a 4-2 lead and hold the Trojans scoreless through the remainder of that one. Rebels in Game 1, 4 runs on 6 hits on 2 Barnesville errors and left 10 on base. Barnesville in Game 1, 2 runs on 6 hits, 1 DGF Rebel error, and a total of 6 runners left on base. Then in Game number 2, Barnesville would strike first with a 1-0 lead after 1. They would hold on to that lead until the bottom of the 3rd as the Rebels would score 2 to take a 2-1 lead. And then it would be 2-1 heading into the top of the 4th. Barnesville wouldn't score. Rebels would come back to tack on 4 more to take a 6-1 lead through 4 innings of play. They get an insurance run in the bottom of the 5th to take a 7-1 lead. Barnesville would get 1 in the top of the 6th to cut the lead to 7-2, but then Barnesville would score 6 in the bottom of the 6th to take the win by the final score of 13-2 here at Blue Eagle Field in Barnesville. Final line score for game number 2. Barnesville 2 runs on 5 hits, 0 DGF Rebel errors, and they left 2 on base. Well, the Rebels had 13 runs on 18 hits and on 2 Barnesville errors, and the Rebels left a total of 9 on base in game number 2. Time of the game in game number 1 was 1 hour and 34 minutes. And time of the game in game number 2 was 1 hour and 21 minutes. So once again, let's take a quick peek in at our other game here really quick if we are able to do so. And it looks like the Mustangs won 21-4 in 5 innings in 21-6 was the final in the first game, and right now in the second game it is still in progress. And let's see here. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's game 1 or game 2. Or if game 2 didn't get on the air, I don't know. It says it's game 1, so I'm not sure. Maybe they're still playing game 1. I don't know, but so whatever. It's 21-6 currently in favor of. Yeah, I don't know. The second game must not be on the air for some reason. We'll have to see if we can figure that one out. 21-6 in game 1, game 2 pending. So once again, your finals here from Barnesville. In game 1, it was 4-2 in favor of DGF, and in game 2, you see the final score there. The Rebels picking up a 13-2 win over the Trojans here at Blue Eagle Field. That'll wrap it up. Thanks once again to our sponsors, Essentia Health, Healing Touch Chiropractic, Midwest Bank, the Pitchfork, Purple Goose Eatery and Drinkery, and Dean's Bulk Service for making these broadcasts possible. We thank you so much for watching, whether you're watching on Magnitude or whether you're watching on the DGF YouTube channel. We certainly appreciate you tuning in, and we'll talk to you next time here on Magnitude Sports. Have a great night.
The proceeding has been a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and to order a DVD copy of this broadcast, simply visit msportsnet.com/DVD.